Hello friends, and welcome to a very special episode of Inside the Voice Actors Studio. I am your host, Darkhosis, and some of you may be able to tell I've had a little plastic surgery since our last interview. We are in Kentucky visiting the rising superstar, Jesse Cox, and I have already been to the hospital twice for alcohol poisoning. Yes, Mr. Cox has an ample supply of alcohol. Like an onion, Mr. Cox must be examined in layers.
Hello?
We have spent the last 2 days in Kentucky with Mr. Cox, examining his life and what has been going on since our last interview.
Can I leave?
Unable to afford the world's largest hamburger, the engagement with Cheeb was broken off, and Mr. Cox had gone on a world tour of destruction. Drowning his sorrows in an ocean of booze, Mr. Cox developed a short temper. Some say he fell in with the bad crowd. Whatever the case, once Mr. Cox lost his temper, something was either going to be blown up or burned down. From casinos.
Ow! 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 Boom! Come on, dick cops! Ah, you sons of bitches! Ah!
To the Taj Mahal.
Damn, son!
To the White House.
I killed so many guys, I can't remember where I put their bodies down at, but honestly, I don't care.
And yes, even the Death Star itself.
Yeah! So violent. See you in hell, bitch.
Things all came to an end in a Kentucky hotel room. While in an alcohol-fueled rage, Mr. Cox was indiscriminately shooting a firearm. And then when he ran out of bullets, he became even more angry and started to destroy the hotel room with his bare hands.
Alcohol, fuel me with your power of knowledge. Fix the lights! No one! So unprofessional! God damn it! So many fake squares! No one! Why don't you guys help me?
After destroying several floors of the hotel, Mr. Cox proceeded to light the thing on fire, which was caught on a security camera and led to his arrest. The arrest made local and national news, and the footage of the fire was shown continuously on all the major news networks. This was a turning point for Jesse, and he recommitted himself to the Lord Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go down the elevator, and ain't no one gonna do nothing. I'm gonna go be like, open the elevator doors. It's gonna take me down to hell, and I'm gonna beat the devil. Hopefully, this will inspire me not to kill myself by jumping into the electric water.
Being a huge celebrity, Jesse Cox was only sentenced to 15 minutes in jail. The rest of his time was to be spent doing community service. So Jesse decided to open a rehab center. Being a true visionary, Jesse opened a rehab center like none other. You see, Jesse never saw alcoholism as the problem. He never saw drug abuse as the problem. He saw the lack of alcohol and the lack of drugs to be the biggest problem. With a team of cutting-edge doctors, they developed a treatment plan of giving drugs and alcohol to the patients, and it seems to have worked out very well. It has quickly become the number one rehab center in the entire world. So with the backstory in place, we have spent the last 2 days in Kentucky with Jesse, getting to know him better, and getting to know more about his rehab center. And here's what happened. Our crew arrived very early in the morning on the red-eye flight to Louisville, Kentucky. We all knew we were on the right track once we got sight of Jesse's massive airship. Over a football field long, it's able to hold several tons of marijuana and several gallons of booze. We knew we had to wait until the evening to approach Mr. Cox because the man does not wake until the afternoon. So while we waited until evening, we spent the day taking in the sights. Jesse Cox, who now likes to be called JC, after his idol, Jesus Christ. He also likes to be called the voice artist formerly known as Jesse Cox. It gets a little complicated. We took a helicopter ride to the Cox estate for a better view of the city Jesse calls home. We flew over the elementary school, where a young JC frolicked and played, which is right next to the city hall, where Jesse spent 2 terms as mayor. Under the slogan of More Cox, JC had sealed the gay and the female vote while bringing Louisville out of one of its deepest depressions. The rehab center is conveniently located right next to the city hospital, just in case anybody overdoses. Less than a quarter mile from the rehab center, in one of Louisville's most influential and wealthiest neighborhoods, you will find Jesse Cox. Quite easily, as a matter of fact, because he has a large statue of Jesus right in his front yard. It looks like we've arrived just in time, and it looks like a party is in full swing at JC's house, so let's go check it out. The estate is valued at over $10 million, and I'm told the rainbow is supposed to represent the peace and love that Jesse has now found. Out of the kindness of his heart, Jesse uses his own front lawn to grow high-grade medical marijuana for the rehab center. We've been informed that JC is a little bit paranoid right now, so we should avoid any sudden movements. And I do believe I see JC right now. Ding dong! Hello, JC!
Ding dong! Hello? Are you a giant turtle?
Hello there, JC.
Hello there, yourself, friend. They need to, like, rethink this door system. I keep hitting myself in the face with a door. Who are you?
It's me, JC, Darkhosis with Inside the Voice Actors Studio. I'm here for our interview.
Keep thinking there's guys gonna be around the corner waiting to get me. Who?
You know JC, Darkhosis.
I love you guys so much.
And we love you too, JC, and I must say it is a pleasure to be here.
If you weren't creeping out in the corner,
Would it be alright if we came in?
Fine. Hey, hermano. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest.
Excellent. So you are beginning to remember who we are. How high would you say you are right now, JC?
Oh god, I'm way too high, yeah.
Really now? Well, I had picked a bud off one of your plants, and I hoped we'd be able to smoke it together.
I don't need that. That'd be too much for me. First, a drink.
Sure, I'll take a drink. What do you got?
I found this wine in the other room, friend.
Well, I've never been much of a wine man. You got a beer?
Ugh, get out of the way. I think, in fact, I do.
Tap that keg.
Oh, God. Ugh, it was warm. Oh, how do you foreigners do it?
Ugh, shit, you are right.
Beer.
Stuff is warm.
Ugh.
Well, are you ready to answer a few questions?
Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, full disclosure here.
Full disclosure, that is how I like it. I understand you have broke off your relationship with Cheeb.
No comment.
Oh, come on, JC.
She needs to stop crying or die already. I got no time for her.
Well, as you would say, damn, son! Well, how about you put a shirt on and you show me around Louisville?
Okay, yeah. Alright, let me regain some sanity and get ready.
I must say you do have a wonderful garden here, Mr. Cox.
Wonderful plants.
What all do you got growing here?
Hydro.
Very nice. Before we leave, are you high enough, or do you need to get a little bit higher?
Oh, no, a little higher.
I've still got that bud from earlier.
Can I light this?
Sure, go right ahead. Now how about you tell me about your rehab center, and how does one become a patient there?
Yeah, all they need is your bank account, robbing these people blind. All you have to do is transfer the funds.
Excellent. And I understand your rehab center actually gives drugs to the patients.
This is a reverse of everything I've ever known.
It honestly is, and is no doubt why you have become the #1 center. It looks like we are here.
This is the future, babe. Things I do to help drunks. Oh my goodness.
So I hear. Can you tell me a bit about the doctors?
The idea is that they're so advanced, but they're also like old school. So like, I don't even know how to describe it, but yeah.
Wouldn't giving them more drugs make them more addicted?
Don't bring science into this equation.
I have an idea, Jesse. How about we build something?
That's a genius idea.
Awesome. Well, you take the lead then. What would you like to build?
This is like a very structured build.
I'm gonna build a house that looks like a dog. And it's got its poop is the ladder you climb to get inside of it.
Wow, this really turned out amazing, JC.
Look at this. That is amazing. Does anyone? This is great. I'm so glad that we had this time. 7 hours today. We did 7 hours. We worked on this.
I know, 7 hours. We really suck at building.
My ADD is kicking in. I have the awesome power of stumbling. That's advanced drunken disease, by the way.
Hey, JC, come check this out. If you punch it in the butthole, it'll take a piss.
Look at this thing coming together. I'm so excited. It's watery ass too. It's like a water butt. Water butt.
You brought up your advanced drunken disease earlier. Would you like to talk about it? I understand you are suffering from a bit of paranoia.
I'm just afraid I'm gonna come across like 12 dozen of those alien monster squid people.
From my understanding, you believe the government has a plot against you and is sending aliens to attack you.
That's true.
Time to explore.
Who exactly is involved in this plot against you?
Every single last one of you, I'm convinced of it.
It has also become my greatest fear.
What exactly scares you most about these aliens?
Why you gotta ask so many damn questions? Space herpes from the aliens.
Ah, yes, space herpes. That will ruin your weekend. I know you have many younger viewers out there. Is there anything you'd like to say to the kids, JC?
Okay, yeah. Note, kids. When you read, monsters attack you. There you go, kids. Tell your teachers. The Hoover Dam is an alien vagina.
It's the mucous membrane.
Very sound advice, JC. I think the youth has much to learn from you.
Little Jesse monster slaves.
I love you, Jesse.
Anything else?
Computers and games are for nerds.
Indeed. Well, it sure does get dark early here.
Is that the dark shadowness evil that is chasing me?
That is a strong possibility.
Darkness feels strange and unnatural.
Now that you mention it, it does feel a bit strange. But you know what time it is, don't you?
Drink time.
Derp.
You got it. It's drink time.
Delicious Pabst Blue Ribbon in hand. Because it won a ribbon according to this can in like 1860 something. Which is still valid. Still valid. I'm pretty sure this beer is also from 1860. They're like, just throw it in a can, it'll be good.
Well, it will have to do then, because I understand that you have to leave.
Hope you don't mind, you know, hero business and all.
I understand completely. It is not easy being JC. Well, thank you very much for showing me around Kentucky. Would you like to say goodbye?
That's it. Thanks for watching. Especially thumbs this one up. Thumbs this sucker up and watch it like 1,200 times. That was a horrifying experience. Can I leave now? What? I'm just a freaking monster. I don't get paid enough for this crap. Let me tell you. I've been working 16 hours a day, haunting these damn cellars. I don't get paid enough to throw rocks in my faces. That's some bullshit. One little monkey. You're trying to screw up the fact that I have found massive man balls the size of brass baseballs, as if they carved baseballs out of brass. But that's what my balls are now, and I'm not afraid of nothing. If you want a dick to suck on, I have one for you. Yeah. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Yeah. 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 Ducha.